In today's video, I am going to be sharing about my market at a community center, and all I have is that 6-foot long table. This is part 2. I do have a week 1 and the things that I learned there. If you're interested in that, I will link it in the description below. There are things that I learned this week that I will share more towards the end. I will share how much I sold and also, like I said, some tips. Let's get started. I feel a little behind this week for my market, even though I had a week. My mother-in-law passed away, and so I took time off to be with my family, and so I'm playing a little bit of catch up. So I do have some new items that I'm going to show you in this video for this market this week, because this is a market where there's more retired people than there are young people. They possibly could be buying or purchasing for grandkids, but also I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit. So it stretched me and it's great. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you, and you can see in the background right here, some of the stuff that I was using to film a video for some of the really cute things that I've made. Like I said, I'm still working on it. I have to take a break again at 5 today because we're gonna go to a movie and just take it easy. And also I need to do my setup to make sure I have all my baskets. Tip, make sure you do your setup every time. Even if you know you have the stuff, do it, because guess what? I forgot something. So with that, you can watch me set up. So I'm gonna do my setup. We'll see what I come up with. I want it a little bit different than last time, but I think it's gonna be great. So I just discovered that my table is not 6 feet. I'm not able to get to my 6-foot long folding table, so I'm gonna have to guesstimate a few inches on the side with my setup, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So. I guess my biggest concern is that my table doesn't get too overwhelmed. So I'm going to show you what I've done, and let's see if that's what ends up at the market tomorrow. So I'll show you. Switch sides with where this was. Last time this was on the left side, but leaving some of my mystery bags out. And I'll probably put more in there. And of course, I've got to have my chickens. And then I made cats, which I need to put the price on. And I made these 4 birds. So that's a quail, a chickadee, an eagle, and a cardinal. And then, of course, my turtles. And then I added some sea creatures. I might add another one here. Then I added a fish, because he's in there. And then I added my super cute trees that I'm working on. I have another one that I'm working on. And then I just put a few of my ornaments out, not all of them. This girl needs to be repriced because I redid it, and I have to price this girl and price him. There's my gnome. Figured I'd put my trees up. There's my new and improved snowman. I'm working on the pattern for that. And then I wanted to put all my mouse in the house out. And here's another tree. And I'm working on another tree. It's almost done. So hopefully that looks good. Let's see here. You can see all of it. Okay. Are my items that I'm going to take. I am supposed to be able to fit everything underneath my 6-foot table. So last time, all 3 of these fit underneath the table. This fit under the table, and my dolly fit under the table. And of course, this stuff goes on the table. The water went under the table, but I have my trees in there. I didn't want to stand them up because I figured they would fall down. So I stacked them across each other. So I was able to make 1 more, so I'll add that to my table as well. Got the jittery nerves this morning. Same goal, make the gas, make my table, and we'll see how we do. I also decided to leave them inside because I have my money in that bag and my crochet in that bag with my fanny pack. So I just wanted to leave everything out here because last night we went to a movie, so didn't want that all sitting in my car. So I got here in a timely fashion, which is fantastic. Today they decided to put lines down on the cement part, and I just realized there's another space over there, but I had to get past a tree, so I'm parked kind of funky, but it's good. I'm gonna load up and head inside. I'm excited. Okay, here it is. Step back so you can see all of it, and we'll go in. I had to push my box back. Over there, but this is what I ended up doing. So here is the mouse in the house with her story, and I printed up 2 or 3 more. And there are my trees. I was able to get all my trees up. They're addicting. I want to make some more. There's another little sugar plum guy and my ornaments, trees, and then I mixed it up and I put some of my backpack buddies in there and some of my smaller things. And then my cactuses, of course. And then there are my birdies, and I got to make sure, because I free-handed that guy, so I'm going to take a picture of that. And then a picture of that guy. And there are my kitties. And then my last guy. Okay, quick recap as I'm sitting here in the parking lot right after my show, or my market. I did really well. I sold one of my Mama Mabels, the big ones. I sell those for $60, the ones with the pockets and the eggs in the nest. And then I also sold one of the Mouse in the House, the patterns by Oak and Marlowe. So I was super excited. And the lady said, hey, if you could make one that's more like a boy, and she described what she wanted, I will come next market. So I'll be here in about 3 weeks. And so I sold another. And then another really cool thing is that I shared on my stories, which also shares to my Facebook page. I shared those trees that I have, and I sold 6. So that's amazing. And it was a custom order, so that makes me super happy. And it was a good day. I sold lots of other different things and super excited. I did sell to my good booth buddy. She's the next booth over, and she bought like a couple things from me. And it was just a really good day. Don't know my total yet. I will tell you at the end of the video, but just wanted to let you know my first impressions from after that. It was really good. There were more people, and because this is now into the 4th week of the market, and then I will be in the 1st week of December, the first Friday in December, so that should be a good day too. So there you go. Happy day. Now I'm ready to go jump in here really quick and say, bring your extra items if you have them, and store them under your box if all the space you have to work with is a 6-foot long table. Now this could apply to anyone. You know, if you're not selling crochet, that's fine. But if you have extra stock and it doesn't fit out on your table and it doesn't quite meet what you're looking for, store it under the table. Tip 2 that I have to share is when people come into my booth, I don't say, hey, are you looking for something specific? What I say is, are you looking for someone specific? I just changed the words around, and majority of the time, they are looking for someone that's not themselves. I followed Cameron's cute creation of you make things that are giftable or wearable, are really, really great tips. Going to be a few more weeks on this series with the 6-foot long table. I wanted to go outside because it's so nice here in Arizona. To give you the recap, I was able to make $267.38 or something like that. And that's subtracting all my fees with Square, which charges a card or takes cards, and also subtracting my table, which is $25, and also the gas that took to get over there. So I figured about $6 to get, because my car is pretty efficient. So $268, that's $100 more than I made last market. So that was a really fun thing, because I think I made that at, no, anyway, I'm super excited that I was able to make that much. I'm excited to be able to go back in December, because I had several people ask me, you know, if I was going to be back and when I was going to be back. And also I put my trees up on my stories and was able to sell 6 more trees, and I'm selling those at $20. I will put the link to the pattern that I'm using. It's a free one. And then I add some modifications. I'm also gonna do one of those mice that Oak and Marlowe has. It's super cute. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it more boy-like, but the lady said, you know, doesn't matter what color, just that. And I met some really cool people, had some really good talks, and connected with some other vendors, and was able to get a German chocolate cake from one vendor to surprise my husband, and I got some beef cheeks. I've never heard of that, for my dogs to chew on, because I don't do rawhide because it's a choking hazard. What else can I tell you? Get out there and sell at markets. It's super fun. You know, last market that I went here, it took probably an hour and 45 minutes to actually sell something. So it's on an uptick. People are coming into town. I had to redo what I was selling. I made 4 new little birds and sold 2 of them. So that was exciting. I sold a quail and a cocktail. So I will have to make more of those. Someone suggested that I make cardinal ornaments. So that'll be fun, because my ornaments were looking a little sad, but I had 2 pickles sell. Those pickles, I'm telling you, they are one of my best sellers. I sell them every time I have a market. So if you're looking for a good free pattern, I have that, and it will be linked in the comments as well. That is a tutorial. And as for me, I am going to sign off and go eat my lunch because I am starving. Thanks for tuning in, and happy crocheting. Good luck on your markets.